Welcome to Paranormal Triage, Pursuing the Spiritual Awakening podcast.
Hey,
Paranormal Triage. I'm Brenda.
I'm Ryan. Welcome to another episode. So, what do we got going on?
So we have our podcast today that we're bringing on
Chaos Theory.
Chaos Theory Paranormal. And then we're pretty booked out until June, I think through June. So our next one will be Sunday, and that will be Into the Bell.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing that Sunday at 5 Pacific Daylight Time.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. That's military and police, so that kind of falls within our first responder realm. So that'll be an interesting conversation. Looking forward to that one too.
Yeah, I feel like we had all kinds of things to talk about, and I forgot because it's been a long day.
Well, I mean, update on Willow Creek. We're still waiting for the museum to get back to us to do that whole thing with the Bigfoot thing. So, that's still kind of on hold. Let's see what else.
So we need to give a shout out to our super fan.
Oh man, good thing for reminding me.
You're welcome.
All right, super fan. So I told you, you gave me this bottle of I guess it would be German beer. It was good. I enjoyed it. And your request was to put the beer on the fireplace, the bottle. So it's back there. You can see it's the one right. How can I hit it? Right there. All right, there it is. So that's the pirate beer. You call it the pirate beer. And so hopefully you're watching tonight, and there's your shout out. So I didn't forget you. So thank you for the beer. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and if we actually had cameramen in here, we could zoom in and really do it some justice. But yeah, it's way back there. But anyway, so we just have our podcast on Sunday. Look for the flyer on our Facebook page. And like always before, try to support us, like, share, subscribe. Same with our guests, like, share, subscribe, get a little support for all our people out there in the paranormal world. And
absolutely.
Yeah. So stay tuned for all our upcoming stuff. So we're going to actually bring in Tim from Chaos Theory. We're going to do a little intro, and we'll be right back.
Of the paranormal
or pure fake.
I'm calling it out.
Are you really a ghost?
Oh my god, it's a shadow person.
You're not doing very well with this intro stuff.
Okay. Be ready to...
All right. So welcome, Tim, from...
Welcome.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Yes, Terry. How you doing tonight?
Doing really good, guys. You?
Good. Yeah, Brenda does a really good job, and she I guess it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I like to put up these little thumbnails and stuff just because it's fun to make them. Your name is kind of a tongue twister for me. I don't know why. So kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you come up with your Chaos Theory name? And yeah.
Just like any man, I have to thank the wife. No, we started this 2 years ago, I believe. About 2 years, and then we were watching a movie or something, and like she was like, we were talking about doing a paranormal team for a long time, and we're watching a movie, and she went, "Oh my god, it's chaos everywhere," and I'm like, "Chaos, I like that." Then it turned into Chaos Theory, but then there's like 4 or 5 other groups who have Chaos Theory.
Yeah,
and we're like, yeah, you know what I mean, and plus Chaos Theory kind of leads into we debunk theories and stuff like that, which we kind of do, but more paranormal stuff. So then we added paranormal, and that's pretty much how it is. So my wife was the one that yelled out chaos, and I was like, that's it right there. That's it. So we'll go with that. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, one thing that Brenda has been doing is putting these little intros together, and all the guests have so far enjoyed them, but she's kind of like capturing everyone's personality. So did
Right.
that kind of capture your team and your personality of your team? And
Yeah, if you go back and watch my videos, I like to keep things a little, entertaining. I like to make jokes and joke around. I'm not I mean, when we're on an investigation, we've done about 50 already now. Some on YouTube, some not. We used to have another channel that didn't really do well. It was just, it was one of those fluff channels. But we like to keep it very loose, very fun. I'm going to say 90% of my intros on my videos are like me just talking about nothing at all. So,
Yeah.
and then I add little clips, a little, if someone's talking about something like today, I added a bunch of clips in and, Jim Carrey and like, Dumb and Dumber and all these like little things. If you're going to sit here and listen to me drone for 2 hours, it's going to be a boring show. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I want to grab your attention too. I want to get your, you know what I mean? Like your attention as well. And so I take it seriously, the paranormal, but I don't at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Kind of a funny story to the viewers. I found you because I think it was on TikTok and you were missing a tooth and people were giving crap about it. And I'm like, well, I'm missing a tooth. You want to be on a podcast? We'll share missing teeth.
Match made in heaven, guys. Match made in heaven. Yeah. It's so funny how like people will just like, hey man, I love your stuff. I love what you do, but you need your tooth fixed.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, thank you for the backhanded compliment. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, haters gonna hate, right? Everybody's got their own little thing, and especially like I said with me and you guys talking before, like I'm a debunker, you know what I mean? So people are just gonna hate anyway. They're just gonna be like, no, okay, we're not talking to him because he's just gonna bag on us. And I'm like, I'm not that guy. Like I'm like, it's entertainment. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
And if you think something's wrong and says, I want to hear that feedback. That's why I always put on my paranormal channel. If you have something to say to me. I comment on back on every comment I get, good, bad, or indifferent. Anything I comment, I come back because like I want to know. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If there's something that upset you, then I want to know. And it's same as like the guy who was like, well, you need to get your teeth fixed. I'm like, that's great. Does it really bug you that much? Like, is it really awful for you to watch me? But you know what I mean? Like, out of all the stuff I'm doing behind here with the editing and the videos and that, this is what you're focused on?
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't get it, I guess I'm waiting for the comment to tell me to grow more hair. I don't know,
Oh, no. The bald suits you. The mustache, I'm jealous. I wish I could grow a mustache like that. And I have awful curly hair. So like I keep it under a hat all the time.
Now she hates the mustache. She keeps telling me she wants me to shave it off, but I'm a fireman. I can't help it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Do you do like the vaudevillain swirl and the?
I'm a lazy. Every once in a while I'll wax it up, but not very often.
I would do it all the time. I'd wear the singlet with the barbells, walking to the. My wife would be like, "Stop that!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It doesn't bother me that much. I just like to scare him, like tell him when he's sleeping, I'm going to shave it off while he's.
Yeah.
Me, it's the opposite way. My wife's like, if you come in this room with no beard, we're done. It's over. Like I'm horrible at baby face. I shave my head the same way, and my wife was like, "Nope, you're gonna wear a bandana or something for the rest of the time it grows in." So yeah.
That's funny. So yeah, we've been watching quite a few of your videos. They've been pretty entertaining. And there's a couple groups in specific that you've kind of called out that.
Yes.
We're not really into the jump scares and things of that nature. That's not what we do. We like to focus on the history and try to see if we can tie some paranormal activity into it.
Right.
And but we're not. Yeah, we always say that we're pretty boring because we just don't do the jump scare thing. And so
there's a time and place for having. Obviously, everyone wants to have fun and enjoy themselves when they're out doing an investigation. right. And you got to have some jokes amongst each other and play and have good conversation, but it's a serious thing, right?
Right.
You got to have that integrity. You got to have that focus on what you're doing. So the people that focus on the jump scare stuff, man, every time I see some of those videos, I'm going to start sending them your way. I want to see you
just line them up,
rip into those things.
We unfortunately we live in a car crash world, right?
Yeah.
We live in a world where, a jump scare, I don't want to call anybody out on this channel just in case, but we live in a world where like oh my God, bro, did you hear that? Oh my God, look at this. Did you see this? Did you like, that's new. Like I'm going to outdate myself when I say this, but the kids love it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
then they love that kind of stuff. They don't want to listen to me ramble on for 2 hours. They want to see, flash, flash, flash. It's like an ADD or ADHD world that we live in now, where this is going to draw your attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a time and a place, like you said, obviously, you know what I mean? And I do enjoy, that's the thing. I do enjoy some of these videos. Like the editing, I'm like, it blows my mind. Some of the editing jobs that they do, it blows my mind. But to me, I'm like, okay, I can call this out. I can call this out. This is, just being genuine. And I feel like that's not being genuine.
Yeah.
Like, and I've met people. I've had another team that I met. They were the same way, jumping up and down. And we went to the bar and had a drink together. And they were just like, "So what's going on?" I'm like, "Wow, you got so like boring all of a sudden." You know what I mean? Like, you're obviously not genuine. Like, I want the genuine. I want the you know what I mean? So yeah. But like I said, my best thing to say is it's a car crash world, and that's the way we live in it. It's people want to see, oh my God, did you see this? Did you see that? The fast camera shakes and So
I don't think I would. I don't fake very well, so I would be.
Well, that's kind of the problem with some of our videos. We have had a couple things that we've shared that it's like pretty intense, activity that was caught, right? That we reacted to, but didn't react that way. Right. Okay, especially coming from the first responder world. It's like, it takes a lot to scare us and startle us.
By the way,
which is weird.
I'm glad you guys are doing it, because I don't have the stomach nor the patience. Yeah, I'm sorry, but
it's not like what you see on TV. I mean, it's not. It's just kind of like the paranormal in a way, really. Unless you're making it all up, it's not like it's blood and guts every day.
It's not like that all the time. No. Yes, there's the moments, right? There's the moments, and you have to be ready for it. I think more of the stress comes from just being prepared for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
wondering if it's going to happen.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the same with paranormal. I mean, you're walking in a building, you don't know what you're going to find, you don't know what you're going to see, or, and that's the thing. And that's another thing too. I tell people, like, yeah, I debunk videos, but like, I still believe. I'm a skeptic, but I still believe at the same time. I walk into every investigation going, I'm going to hear something, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm going to be like, I don't know how or what it is, but I want to be challenged, you know what I mean? Yeah. And again, I'm not the best debunker of the world. I'm new to this too, as well. Like, there's a reason why I debunk, you know what I mean? And we can get into it, but like, there's a reason why I do all these things. And there's always a reason why you're doing this. The same with the paranormal. There's a reason why you're doing it. Like,
oh yeah,
we all have questions to answer when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like, we all had paranormal things happen to us where we can't figure it out. And like, for years and years, it eats at us. Like, it's still eating at me, some of these things, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's kind of funny because I've debunked myself. Like, I'll listen to this stuff. Like, it's just not. It takes me a long time to do the videos that we drop after an investigation, because I'm listening to this stuff for hours. And if I don't get enough sleep, or if I stay up too late at night, I start convincing myself that I've heard certain things, and then the next day I'll get some sleep. I'll go back, and it's like nothing like what I thought it was, and I'm like, 100%. I gotta pull that out. I just debunked myself.
100%. We do that.
Yeah, and then even going back and watching some of the videos that are already posted, I might be able to debunk a thing or two, but at the moment, it always seems really real. So you have to be diligent at what you want to present if you're wanting to present the truth.
Right.
100%. And people really need to, have that integrity with it when they want to present the truth, because, we'll go through those videos. I don't want to say Brenda goes through those videos for, weeks, literally weeks, hours at a time, before putting something out, and we'll have quite a bit of stuff that looks like there was activity or looks like we caught something that we will not put into our videos, because it's not 100% certain. There's one little ounce of something that we could say, that could have been caused by something different.
And then depending on the editing program, like I use DaVinci, and I'm able to take out background noise. And I've learned that if you're not careful with that, you could actually warp the audio, if that's the correct term.
Well, it's like karaoke music, right? It's the same. Like, remember you push one button at karaoke things, but you can still kind of hear stuff in the background. Like,
and it distorts a lot. Yeah, it'll distort whatever you think it is. So so I have to be real careful with that now. So
I rather distortion than someone. My biggest pet, going right into it. My biggest pet peeve right now is people putting music under everything. Like everything doesn't have to be a Broadway show. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, and it's just I rather hear something raw and genuine and debunk it and be like, okay, well, that's what it was. It wasn't what I thought. Than masking something. You know what I mean? Like putting something over top where we're like, I'm going to fool somebody now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's many videos. I just did one at the farm. I got scratched last year, and I still can't figure out how I got scratched.
Yeah.
And I just did the follow-up on my channel. And we went in, and I was holding onto a pole, and my hand started burning. And I'm like, but I cut it out because I'm like, no one's gonna believe this. Like, no one's gonna believe that I got scratched and all of a sudden I'm getting burned. Like, no one's gonna. But yeah, there's a cut there where my wife is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "My hand really burns. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is." But I go back and I'm just like, "Oh, it could have been just something like, I touched something wrong, or like it could have been anything." But like, yeah, I was like, I got to take that out because no one's gonna believe that I got scratched and burned. No one's gonna believe that. So, but yeah, you have to be. I like you as well. I go back and I check hours of footage. I check like, especially like when I'm doing our investigations, I check hours and hours and hours of footage, and I try to show everybody everything as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Like every noise, every sound, we replay it to make sure like you guys hear it.
Yeah.
There's another thing too. All these channels are like, "Did you hear that?" And it's like, no, I can't hear it with your footsteps plus your backpack rattling and your music underneath it. I can't hear anything. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but we go back and we make sure that every little detail. So we're very anal about that as well. Like my wife is like, "Are you still on this video? Are you still working on this video?" I'm like, and my screen is this far away from my face. I'm like, I have to know, like, what's going on here. So
Yeah. I only get it from my kids because they're ready for dinner, and it was like 5 hours ago they asked for something. I'm, just a minute. 5 hours later, it's like, just one more minute, I'll be there.
my son's 16. He's in his own little world. He doesn't even. Yeah.
Now that's our 13-year-old. We have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, so they're not as forgiving as a 13-year-old.
We're at the yeah and the okay stage. You know what I mean? Everything good? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How was school?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And I was like, "Do you want to talk or like, you know what I mean?" But then when he wants something, oh my God, it's a long list of like, "Oh, we can read a story to me." You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely.
he wants to get into paranormal too. He likes what we do as well. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
out of all your debunking,
yes,
not to focus on that totally, because I want to hear about your investigations that
sure.
that are your favorites, but
sure.
It's hard to, I would imagine it's hard to pick out one debunking video that's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Next to probably the 9 others that you just watched. Is there one that stands out the most that it was like, man, I need to write these guys a letter and just tell them to stop?
It's funny that you said that because I'll tell you like a quick story. I got up at 3:00 this morning. Something hit my news feed. And again, people will send me stuff, you know what I mean? Hey, check this out, blah, blah, blah. And I woke up, it was 3:00 in the morning, and I didn't go to sleep until like 8 o'clock back to bed or whatever. And that was after I did the video of what I found. I had to get in the office and do it. So what the video was, and again, I'm not going to name names because whatever, you know what I mean? It's not really, I don't want to draw attention to that, but the guy is speaking to a ghost tube or spirit box, and he's talking to Michael Jackson, he's talking to Tupac, he's talking to whoever else is like, you know what I mean, popular. He's talking to all these people, but his voice sounds like he's doing the voiceover work. Okay. And it sounds like even Tupac, which again, Tupac's got a deep voice, you know what I mean? And he's got a very high squeaky voice. So I'm like, come on, man. Like we know, like, but it's literally him. There's no camera work. It's just a radio and him talking into it. And it's coming back. And the Michael Jackson one made me very, very angry. Very angry today. Like at 3:00 in the morning, I was very upset. I don't know why, but it just got to me. And he's talking, and all of a sudden, like Michael Jackson starts singing his songs, and like I was like, dude, come on. And he's got like thousands of views and like subscribers. I'm like, how are you guys doing this? How are you pulling this off? And it upsets me because I take it personal where all these comments in the section are going like, oh my God, thank you for doing this. And you're a savior. And oh my God, you're amazing. And you're an angel on earth for doing this. Tell Michael I said hi. But I'm like, what is this? Like, you know what I mean? So this today was one of the weirdest like videos I've ever seen. You know what I mean? It was laughable, but it made me angry at the same time.
I think I would have a hard time in like if they're in one section, because I feel like in the paranormal, whatever you're investigating has to be very relevant to your experience, to spirits wanting to come out and communicate. I have a hard time believing that you're sitting in somewhere that's totally detached from their living situation or how they lost their lives or whatever the case may be, that you're going to be able to tap into that. So I have a hard time believing that.
Well, I knew sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's the same thing when when mediums say that they're talking to famous people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I got a thing about that. I'm very specific about the whole mediumship thing. It's like don't know if I believe all of it, right? Some of it I do, some of it I don't, right? So yeah, there's no way you're having a conversation with Michael Jackson, right? You must be the golden child of paranormal if you were, blessed with that ability to talk.
And these people are in the comment section are acting like he is, like they're raising him up. He's like, you know what I mean? Like the worst one was the Hulk Hogan one. Like we all know who, even if you don't watch wrestling, we all know who Hulk Hogan is. Like we all know who he is.
Absolutely.
And through the spirit box, he's doing the, okay, brother, I'm here, brother. And it's like, he wouldn't talk like that in real life. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, if anybody knew really about, Hulk Hogan and his personal life, they would know towards the end of his life, he found Jesus and there were some different things that he did in his life that he's not going to be playing that character that was his life for so long.
No.
But he kind of gave that up towards the end of his life.
He's talking about eating soup with his mom, and like it's like, what is this like?
Yeah, and it's always like the very next day too. It's like I highly doubt they want to give us their attention.
Well, that's the thing. They like the Michael Jackson one was the Michael Jackson one was 2 videos. He did one, and then he's like, oh, I forgot to ask him a few questions.
Oh,
like it's like, well, you can't go.
Like he's got the direct connection.
Yeah, you can't double dip. Yeah, like you can't just like, hey, Michael, and he's like, yes, and it's like, really, dude, really, like, yeah. I just thought it was. My wife woke up and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm angry," but I'm like, how stupid can people like? And I hate to say that. Honestly, I hate to say that, but these people are throwing like, if they had money to give this guy, they would have thrown it at him. You know what I mean? Like kissing babies and shaking. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, dude, come on, man. How are you fooling people into this?
Yeah.
So
I think it's frustrating because we want to be taken seriously, and we're not monetized. We don't have memberships or anything yet. I mean, would we like to do that? Sure. So we could actually, we're raising 3 kids again. These are my grandkids that we adopted.
Okay.
But we would love to monetize and be able to pay for some of these trips to present, content. But these people get subscribers, and we're like struggling to get 10 subscribers.
I have a ham radio. I have a ham radio in the garage. I can grab that and start talking into it. And I mean, if that's going to get me, like, and that's the thing too. Like, we're all doing this for entertainment. Like I said, we're all doing this to, have fun and show people, and like, and it is kind of a like a, hey, look at me, and look what I'm doing, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're pushing it. You're making people like fall in love with a false prophecy. You know what I mean? Like, you're just, it's awful. It's just. And so I think like going back to like, this is a long way to get around what I'm saying, but like, honestly, I think this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Honestly, debunking I've ever done. And it was a quick video. I even cut out. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Because I can't do this anymore. I'm like, I've never dropped out of a video before. I'm like, I can't do it with this guy. I'm done. Like, so.
Well, that actually brings up something real quick. Is what came first? Was it doing debunking stuff or doing actual investigations?
So investigations definitely came. Like I said, we're on our like 50 investigations. We've only done like 20
that's
online.
Quite a bit.
And honestly, like debunking was like recently like a thing that I wanted to do. Just because, like I said, like it's kind of a personal story. It really is. It's like I'll give the cliff notes. Like I said earlier, we always look for the paranormal, even as a young kid, or like we've always had the things that happen that we're always still searching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I had a moment with my mom who passed away in front of me. Actually, I'm the one that found her on the floor, and it was a very dramatic experience. And around that, there was a lot of paranormal stuff around that moment. Like I was seeing her and I was hearing her, and to this day, I still have that feeling that there's something around me. You know what I mean? I still have that. So when I see videos like the jumping around and the adding stuff, it's kind of slap in the face to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slap in the face of like, hey, dude, I'm doing this for real. And you're jumping around and putting clips on because you want to get views and money.
Right.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's a slap in the face. I feel like I take that personal. Like, you know what I mean? Like with my mom, I had 6 people in a year and a half pass away in front, like around me. So I felt like there was something there, and I'm still like latching onto that. So like I said, so when I see people like this, I'm like, man, it hurts me, it upsets me, and I'm like it doesn't have to be about this. Just do an investigation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one guy I watch. I'm like, he's my mentor. He's my YouTube mentor. I watch, and he goes on investigations for like 2 hours and gets nothing. Like, and people are like, they're boring. I'm like, no, I like that because it's genuine. He doesn't have to jump around and do all the like a table full of like gadgets and like beep boops and like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to do all that. And I
Yeah.
like that. I love that. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what I kind of want to show people too. Like we used to use the cat balls. We used to use this. Now we don't do it anymore because
Yeah.
we want to be as genuine as possible. And it's not because, you know, we're like, you know, we're hard up and we're tough but it's because I believe in that you don't have to be herky jerky to do something and show somebody, you know, that there's something out there. It's a feeling. Paranormal's a feeling.
Yeah, we have we bought a lot of gadgets, and I when we get our best investigations when we scale down, and we've talked about that multiple times before. Generally, we scale down to a spirit box and a camera, and sometimes a recorder, and that's when we've gotten our best evidence.
Right.
And really, depending on what we're investigating, we'll bring out other gadgets. I'm not, you know, Ryan knows I'm not a fan of the SLS camera. We have one.
Yep.
Have we seen gotten stuff on it? Yeah, we went to Tombstone, Arizona. And we got quite a bit of stuff there. And then, you know, we got our SLS camera, but I still have a hard time with it. Yeah, I have a hard time with that. And then we have an Ovilus.
Yeah.
That's okay for me. But I don't know. You could almost make anything out of it when the words are popping up. But we have had Tombstone, for example. We were at a cemetery where we kind of realized that the headstone that we were at, or the box we were at, it was actually looked like a Catholic type.
It was very much a Catholic shrine. There was a lot of Catholic related candles and, you know, Latin and stuff like that was around it. And we did get some, you know, Catholic related words that came in through the Ovilus, but there was also, you know, 400 different words, right? So you could have made anything out of it. So again, it comes down to the integrity of the investigator to put it together.
Right, exactly.
And it doesn't mean you got to put out every single word.
Yeah.
When you put your content out.
No, and that's it. Like we do the same thing. Like we did the same thing with the Irish church, and it was like we had accents on our spirit box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you even like begin to like, oh, that's fake? Like, come on, like, how do you?
Yeah.
That's hard. That's like, you know what I mean? When we went to Kingston, Ontario, we went to an insane asylum, and my wife's name clearly was yelled out on the box, like clear as day.
Yeah.
And people were like, nope, that's not that didn't happen. I'm like, how do you, like, usually I go like, this is what happened. Hear what you want to hear. This though is like clear as day. Like the Irish accents were clear as day. How do you even debunk that? You know what I mean? So there is a time and place for apps. Yes, I do still use a spirit box. I still use EVP. I'll use a K2 meter if I know the power's off in the building. I know that there's nothing around. There's absolutely nothing that's going to hit this thing. I'll use it. But like the yes/no meter, that's a weird one to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like say yes, no. That one's a little weird. I don't know if you guys have seen that one yet.
Yeah, I've seen it. We don't do any of that.
That one's weird to me. I watched a video. Actually, I did a video online, and it was like we noticed that it was going back and forth. And when it doubled up on the no, she cut like to make it no.
Yeah.
So like it kept going back and forth, and I'm like, well, that's not really scientific. If it's just keep going yes, no, yes, no, yes. You know what I mean? So, but there's some things that we've used, and I'm like, I kind of like this. I dig this. You know what I mean? Like, I won't use any phone apps. Because we all know, you know what I mean? Like, you're not paying $11 for something that like is gonna. We want to know your steps and we want to know your heart rate and stuff like that. And it's like, why? Like,
if you're gonna use phone apps, you might as well not use an EMF reader.
Right. Exactly.
And all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cross-contaminate itself.
Right. And credit card information, all that stuff. I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you. I'm cool with that. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather dead bell. Dead bell, I have a hard time with because it's EMF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you have a regular, show me. Like, I've never seen a real bell. Like, if you want to really surprise me and really get me to go like, holy crap, bring like a dinner bell, like a dollar store dinner bell.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see that go off. Like, I've never seen that. And that's like, if that goes off, I'll believe it. I'll shut my channel down. Like, if that happens, like, you know what I mean? I want to see that. Like, so me and the wife were talking, we're just like, we want to incorporate stuff like that because we want to show guys like, you don't need an app. You don't need a $20 app to tell you that this is like, you know what I mean? Or a camera that used to be a Connect for an Xbox to show you like, what's, you know what I mean? To me, that's just, it doesn't work. So.
Yeah. I mean, when we first started getting into it, it's like we were picking up all the gadgets and trying stuff. And then we realized that they are what they are. They're gadgets,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So you use them to your advantage.
Right.
Our advantage is that Brenda is an empath, so we can use a little bit of her energy,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and either prove something or disprove something that we're
Right.
getting on some of the equipment based on
Right.
that. But yeah,
Exactly.
and I think everyone that starts in this business and team, when they're true and have the integrity of doing investigations right,
Mhm.
and following the quote unquote scientific method, they tend to kind of give up all their crazy gadgets.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Every like I said, the guy that like I feel like is a mentor to me. Like he talks to me still to this day on Facebook and everything. He did the same thing, cat balls and all that stuff. Now he's like, nope, I'm good. Like he's like, I learned my lesson. I know now. Like I just watched a video of a guy doing dowsing rods.
Yeah.
Like a gnat fart can hit that dowsing rod and make it turn. You know what I mean? Like a mosquito can land on it and make it turn. Like I have a hard time with that. You know what I mean? And the guy was using glow stick ones. Like he was using I was like, wait, like you're taking a product and just upgrading it to what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not scientific at all.
Yeah. Well, we had one investigation. We never got to drop that one for a number of reasons, but we live on a lot of Native American land, and we were in this house called the Cigar House because it was a club where men would go and smoke cigars and talk, man talk. And
there you go. Nice.
I kind of got the feeling that this was more Native American, and it was to one corner of the house, and it wasn't really so much the house as it was the property.
Right.
And she got her dowsing rods out, and she's supposed to be a medium and all that, and was totally in the wrong side of the house, and we got nothing over there with her dowsing rods and all that. But we did. Our REM pod was going off that we do like to use in the corner where I think there was a lot of Native American whatever right there, because it could have been sacred on that corner of the property. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Could have been an old cemetery, because where we live, there were a lot of cemeteries that were moved around in the gold rush days. So
yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
But so it kind of ruined it for me. I was like, you're pointing over here and we're not getting anything. But you say you are, but we're not really. So it's like, I don't know. I think you can manipulate those rods any way you want. Now, I'm not saying that all people are like that.
No. But I know that if I use it, I don't have steady hands. I know that one little move, it's going to move.
Yeah.
And then everyone I did one investigation with 4 other people or 5 other people, and the dowsing rods moved. They're like, oh my God. And I'm like, no, that was me. Like, no, chill. Like, that was me. Did it again. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I give up. I can't, because I don't have steady hands. So. But there's a time and place. There's a time and place for ops. And
there is a time and place for all of that stuff. And even speaking of dowsing rods, like I'm sure that there are people out there that can appropriately use them.
Yeah,
100%.
When you start actually doing the research about that kind of old school, quote unquote, type of equipment, it's very personal, right? Like no one else can touch your rods. Like it has to really be. It's kind of like personal within your heart, and be one within. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to order this online, pick it up, and make it work. Like,
well, you can't make a lightsaber out of dowsing rods. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like that to me is not sacred. Like that to me is not like And I seen that, and I was like, he's using glow sticks. You know what I mean? And then on a ball bearing, and I was like, nah, I don't know about that one. So yeah.
So what do you think about like the pendulum, where they put like the stones on the string?
You know what? To be honest, I've only seen a couple of videos so far that used it, and I don't know yet. I'm the jury's out still. I don't know. I want to believe it because it looks great. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet. I don't know more. I kind of stay away from stuff like that, so I don't really have an opinion. Like Ouija boards, I kind of like bye.
Yeah, we're not into that. We don't do the Ouija board stuff.
No, I've debunked way too many videos where like you can see the person's hand flexing and like it's just I can't do it anymore. Like so. But no, I haven't. The pendulum, I haven't really. Honestly, to be honest with you, I haven't really given much thought. But I love the way they look. I've seen some really fancy looking ones out there, and I'm like, those look really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't used them, but we did, have a podcast with a group that uses them. And again, they were very much in like, there's a time and place for it,
Right.
So I get what they were doing. I mean, I might try it just to see it for myself, but
I would love to do I would love to, I see on TikTok now that they do like what we're talking, and they're doing a Estes method together.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that, but in the right way, you know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot of bad TikToks where they're jumping around, and like I was like, I know what you guys are doing. Like I want to do something like that where it's like we both know what we're going into. We both know that like things could pop off or not, you know, and let's do that like the normal way, not, you know, like I have the window open, my pendulum is swinging around, and like, you know, like I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we've done the SDS. We don't have much luck with it. Yeah, we don't have much luck with it. We did the real one with the flashy red goggles. You know, people now just put the blindfold on and they do it that way. But we actually have the red flashy things that'll probably throw you into a seizure if you're prone to seizures. But
they look cool on camera. But
they do look cool on camera. It's pretty kind of funny. But yeah, we haven't had much luck with them.
I can't. Every time I see a method done, it's always the person's this far away from the other person yelling, and I'm like, well, clearly, like you're manipulating what you're saying. Like I just watched one that was in a brewery and it's echoing and the guy's yelling and I'm like, well, come on, like you can kind of hear what he's saying.
Weird. We tried to do one. We did a just real quick impromptu investigation down at this lake by our house, and we tried the Estes method, and Brenda got all decked out in it and the noise canceling. But one thing that we did that I haven't noticed anyone else do is I took a microphone, hooked it up to one of our Zoom recorders, and I stuck the cord in the microphone up into her headphones so that I could record everything that she was hearing. So it's not like you're just taking the word
don't tell
for
people that. You're letting your secrets out. Shush. Like,
but you know, that's the.
I'm gonna steal it.
Method,
sorry,
right?
You said it. I'm stealing it now.
Absolutely, I think that's what we should do.
That'll be $1.99, please.
And that keeps everybody honest, right? So if she says she heard them say Mike or whatever, well, we'll get it on the recording, and we'll know that that's what came through.
100%.
Right. So we did that, and you know, she said I sounded weird or creepy on the video, but I was trying not to talk super loud. So like, it doesn't make for great video content, you know, jumping around when you're trying to do a true Estes method, right? I'm trying to keep my distance and talk quiet. So you know, for the you know, the whole idea of the experiment, right, is for her not to hear me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for it. It's a lot of like sitting there.
Well,
it's not something we like to do very often, but
like you'll get me with creativity. I love creativity. Like that is awesome. Like I love creativity. Like I might not believe in it, or I might not go like, well, I don't know about that, but I love it. I love the creativity. Like I love the pendulum. I love it because again, like the pendulum started becoming like the World of Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, the Magic cards of like paranormal, because everyone's got their own like, you know, this one's my crystal, this one's my, you know, green, whatever. I think it's cool, and I love that. I love the creativity, like you said with the microphone. I love that. I've never heard that before. You know, and
nobody does it. Nobody ever records it. It's like, well,
I don't know why, because it's like
I'll watch somebody do that. Even if I said like, oh, I'm not, you know, I don't get it. I think it's cool because I think it's creative, and I'll watch. I always say this to my wife. I'll watch a 2-hour like, you know, paranormal investigation. Land your plane. Like, I'll listen to your story for 2 hours. Have a reason why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the flashy pendulum is not going to get me. Show me why you're using it. You know what I mean? Like that's, and then the microphone. I love that idea. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I don't know if we really explain why we use certain things. I mean, because we focus a lot on our history, so I don't know where our videos sit when it comes to, are we landing the right plane for the right people?
My thing that makes me laugh is my wife talks like she speaks French in her videos.
Okay.
And I get a lot of like, I don't want, and I hope she's not watching this because I get some people that are like, why is she talking French? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the video for you guys. Like, and I'm like, well, we're in Quebec. We're doing paranormal investigations in Quebec. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I tried, like, I tried to do it in the closed captioning. I can't do it. I'm like, I'm typing it out. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's one thing that I don't see anybody doing. Like, I've seen one person in Quebec do it, but they weren't bilingual. They were just French. And I wanted to do more bilingual stuff, but people are just like, oh, it's, we don't understand what you're saying and blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but that's the creativity of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well,
we want to
that's
hit both markets. Yeah, right.
You should be speaking the language of the culture that is there.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's how you're going to get activity.
Like I'm Mohawk. I would love to, like, I don't, like my mom can speak it. Like my mom used to speak it, you know, fluently. I don't know how to speak it at all. I would love to, because I would love to go on the islands and stuff like that and do stuff. Because again, who's done that on YouTube? Not a lot of people have done that. You know what I mean? So, but I get a lot of feedback going like, she's talking French. This is boring. I'm turning it off now. It's like, okay, like you don't like creativity stuff, unless it doesn't fit into your box. You don't like it. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I think the only person that we know that might do that is Sean Klein. He speaks in his native language.
Sean Klein does.
And so he's a Navajo. He lives in Arizona, I believe. He's got called Sean Klein Shadow Productions, and he is a Navajo demon warrior, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
yeah, he's
Okay.
a spiritual warrior.
But
Wow.
he has some good content, and I think he talks in his
He
native
does.
language a little bit, not the whole thing, but a little bit.
That's really cool though. Yeah, I dig
Yeah.
that a
Well,
lot. Yeah.
he does offerings and prayers and different things in Navajo
Yeah,
on his channel.
Well, that's
which is really
like my
cool.
mom, right? My mom didn't believe in religion. She believed in like the spirituality and like the
Mhm.
the witch ladies and the witch doctors and the peace pipes, all that stuff. So I thought it was really cool to do investigation over there. But a lot of those people are like, we don't like this stuff because it's tapping into a lot of weird things. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
Yeah, you have
and
to be very careful of culture in general. Like you got to respect all of that stuff because you don't want to open up the door to a bad thing.
no, I've seen videos where like there was one guy that did it and he was in like a native territory and he was like the surfer dude. He's like, yo, bro, what's going on? And I'm like, you can't walk in there like that.
No.
Like you're like they're not gonna take you seriously, like
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't be, jumping around and like all that stuff there because they don't take kindly to that. They take that shit seriously. So
yeah. I think a few groups have they want to do the skinwalker thing, and they go into that territory, and
if
then
I have
you're
to
out
see-
there messing around with that kind of stuff, and it's like, no, thank you. It's like I don't want nothing to do with going to where they do the Mardi Gras. Where's that down
If
there?
I have to
That
see
scares me.
one Appalachian video, one more Appalachian video, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore. Like we're lost in the Appalachian Mountains. There was one guy who's like, we rented out the mountains. How do you rent out a mountain? Like, what contract are
Yeah.
you signing for that? Like, but he's like, there's skinwalkers, 4 videos, like skinwalker. I was like, is this a new thing now? Like, this is like, it's following a trend,
Yeah.
right? It's just like, I can't. I'm like,
Well,
I don't-
skinwalkers are only in those 4 corners.
Well, that's what those people don't realize
Yeah.
when you really pay attention to what the the cultures are and stuff. It's like actual skinwalkers is Navajo specific, and that's
yeah. It's not
in
in
a
your
certain
backyard
territory.
gravesite. Like, yeah.
No. No, shapeshifters could be depending on what kind of things are going on, right?
Right.
But that would be pretty intense if you actually. I mean, we may have captured something that we think was a shapeshifter, but
Okay.
it's really hard to tell, right? But we were going to some Native American area, an area, and yeah, we got ran out of there by
Okay.
some scary noises, and we could hear drumming and footsteps
Wow.
and different things like that, and we got chased out of there. And in the moment, in real time, we did not notice that there was a bat chasing us. Now, mind you, this was early evening, and we're in Northern California, and that time
Right.
of the year, it doesn't get dark till about 9 p.m.
Right.
So it was probably like 7:30ish, something
Maybe
like that.
even if that, yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, we got chased out of there. And when we reviewed the video footage, that's when we realized that the bat was literally going up and down the trail.
Oh, wow.
and-
Okay.
And it was very directional. It wasn't like a flippity. I call it flippity bat.
It was like following, like it was
Oh, yeah.
holding
literally
on
had
on
a
you.
path.
Like,
It was,
yeah.
It flew at my face like twice, and it never made itself visible.
never actually saw with her naked eye.
Yeah, and it
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
until the last time that we were aware of it because it dive bombed Ryan, and then we didn't know what it was until we got home.
Okay.
So we did kind of ask our friend Sean Clint about that, and he said, well, depending on the moon cycles, and if you interrupted a spiritual celebration there, that would be their way of scaring you off, not
Right.
necessarily to do harm to you, but to scare you off.
Yeah, just we didn't
Right.
belong there, right?
Yeah.
So they're telling us you don't belong
Well, that's
here,
it.
go away.
And we
Yeah,
had that
but-
feeling that we didn't belong there. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
we were just going. It was just a walk. We didn't even really plan on
It's
investigating. We
amazing.
just,
It's amazing how
Yeah.
your body can react to something. It's amazing how like your mind and your body just as soon as you feel something, you're like, I'm good.
yeah.
Like when we went to the fort and I heard gunshots through my
Mm.
Vestas method and stuff like that, and I was like, that's weird to me. Like I'm hearing gunshots and stuff from a fort.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's weird to me. And and that doesn't seem scary, but like think about that for a minute. Like you're hearing gunshots in your headphones, and you're like this is so weird. Like, and you know where you are. So like, yeah, and your body just like reacts like I don't think I've ever been to a place where like I'm like fight or flight, I gotta get out of here. But I've definitely got some cold chills and some like where my body's just like, I don't know what to do right now. Like it's, you know what I mean? I'm still like, I'm standing here, like I'm cold. Like I had one time my best friend who's kind of a jerk sometimes. We were talking about my mom, and on the video, my shirt gets lifted like this. And she's like, that's your mom. And you can see my face just like whiter than what it is right now with my light on me. My face just dropped, and I was like, turn the camera off. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do this anymore. Like, that's the only time I ever really like it really like got to me. But like, yeah, like those places, it's amazing when you walk into something like that, or like I've been on the island, of course, I have family still there and that. And I walk there and I'm just like, there's something here. There's something that like
Yeah.
is like, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing how your body just knows when there's something like up, you know what I mean? So, and that's
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
when we met, and she's like, how do you like, because she was a skeptic, like hardcore skeptic. And she's like, how do you know? And I'm like, did you ever get that feeling where you feel like something's wrong and their body reacts to it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, go with that. Go with that feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it'll get you there what you're looking for. Or you run. Like it's you know what I mean?
That's your best evidence. Unfortunately, you just can't see it.
Yeah.
No. Well, a lot of
and-
people too don't want to be open to it, right? A lot of people are scared to be open to it.
Well, that's me being an empath. I tell people I don't pursue being an empath. I just let it happen naturally. So I'm not the kind of person that wants to go take classes and try to fine tune it. Maybe someday, but I don't know. Right now, what we do works for me.
I'll be honest. I'm always like, I'm going to go into this thinking, and then I'm like, do I really want to open myself up to this?
Yeah.
What if I can't come back to something? What if I can't come back to that moment? You know what I mean? Or like it messes me up for the rest of my life, or you know what I mean? It's scary. And this is like the real paranormal we're talking about. Like this is real, like this is real feelings. You know what I mean? And I don't want to open myself up to something that's going to like just latch on to me, and that's it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Do you have like religious background or any kind of spiritual, whether it's organized religion or native or whatever, beliefs that you kind of fall back to when it comes to paranormal investigating?
Honestly, not really. Like I said, like growing up in a Mohawk family, my dad was German, my mom was a Mohawk, so like we kind of it was a weird mix for sure. But religion was never a thing in my life. You know what I mean? It was never. I never like, I had a friend who was into like voodoo and stuff like that, and like the cult. She tried to show me stuff like that, and the culture and the religion to this and that. I just never got into it. Like, I believe I'm open to anything. I'll watch, like I said, I'll learn something, but if I don't get into it, I can't get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I never really had that religious thing in my life.
So what drew you to wanting to do paranormal investigations, which eventually lead to the whole debunking thing?
Just experiences of what happened to me in the past as a kid. Family, like I said, always like I used to like, when you're a kid, you play that what if game. I'm still playing that what if game. Like I'm still like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what if that is actually like my basement is creepy. You know what I mean? I feel like there's somebody in the laundry room. And then I tell myself, what if somebody is actually standing there? What if somebody is actually watching me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if I turn the TV off and someone's standing in the TV? You know what I mean? Like I still play that game with myself. So I it's always like the truth is out there. It's always like the X-Files thing. Like I want to know. I gotta know. You know what I mean? And I might not never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be sitting on, and if I find something out and I have full evidence, trust me, I'll take you guys with me. We'll be millionaires. But like, I that's just the way I am. I just, even going into a job, I'm a researcher. By heart, I have to take everything apart, and I have to see what everything is and work the way it is. That's just who I am. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Well, that lends real good to both being a good investigator and also a debunker. So it's like being having that attitude is really good.
But it does.
Yeah, you have to have both. I mean,
well, it does lead to condescending sometimes. It does lead to like, what side do I fall on? You know what I mean? Like that's the internal struggle I have sometimes too. Where I see a video and I'm like, shit, what if that was real? But then I'm like, that was a string. You know what I mean? Like it's I want to believe it, but then like that another like angel devil thing with me. You know what I mean? So
it's you're the first debunker we've had on our podcast. We're still kind of in our infant stages of our podcast,
right,
per se. But I really think that you have to be both, right? So you're doing content, you're having a good time, you're putting it out there for everyone to see it, and you're showing people how to debunk it and what to look for, and that needs to be out there for people to see that, so that they're not just reacting to all the jump scares, right? But to be a good paranormal investigator, you also have to be a debunker.
Yeah.
I believe that's 100%. I agree 100% to that. And that's, a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people, like I said, think I'm being malicious. I'm not being malicious. Like how many messages, TikTok, Facebook, whatever messages were like, oh, you're just you're just a poor excuse for an investigator. So you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing now and debunking us.
Yeah.
I'm not being malicious. I'm like, I'm curious. Show me what you found, and I'll see if I like it or not. And if
And I think most people that are into the paranormal that are really want to know, they're going to understand what you do. And, you know, there are a lot of people that fake a lot of stuff. And I think the real groups, the real community gets tired of that, you know, because it does kind of downplay everything we do, because it's kind of like the trickle down effect. You know, they doing this stuff, and then it just trickles down to the groups that are actually doing this stuff for real.
Right.
You know, and really want to share experiences. And because like we kind of have the opportunity to work with our local historic society, which we kind of came out of nowhere for us. I mean, that wasn't something we planned, but we take that as an opportunity to educate people. So, you know, if they come in and they think we're just, oh, you're just a paranormal team, and then we share our stories and the real side of it, they're more likely to share with us as well. So it's kind of,
I mean, our audience knows our story very well, but I mean, we got into the paranormal really deep into wanting to do the paranormal rides because some very deeply personal experiences with a bunch of deaths in our family.
Yeah, kind of like your mom and stuff.
You know, and we had a very profound paranormal experience that was captured on camera. And we have had some people look at the video, and most people are amazed by it. And there are some that just instantly debunk it. But I know what happened then.
That's exactly it. You know what it is. You feel that, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's the damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, if I go to parties with my wife and they're like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a paranormal investigator. They laugh. Well, what do you do? I'm a debunker. They laugh. It's like, well, where do I fall into this? Like you know what I mean? And then you sound dumb. You're like, I like ghosts. And then you walk away. Like, it's like, what? That guy was weird. Like, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's just, I believe, like, you hit the nail on the head. Like, it's okay. I have this evidence. This is how I feel. And I'm sorry. You're not going to you're not going to change that at all. I know what I've seen. I know how I felt. You know what I mean? And like the paranormal is like a love letter. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like when it's like a relationship. You know what I mean? I know how I felt when I was in it. I know how I felt, but something is funky about that relationship. I'm going to call it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I look at things. Like, that's just, So, and again, I'm new to debunking. I'm not, I never sat here and said, I'm a world famous debunker. If I was, I would have more subscribers than I do now. You know what I mean?
Well, we debunk stuff. We just don't do it on camera. We're just like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
You hit it on the head again. Everybody does it. My wife will sit in the car and like, just like, oh, look at that. That's that. Like, we're not even talking about paranormal stuff. And you're like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, but everybody has that inside them. You know what I mean? But the real people, like, who, I mean, is it okay if I drop names on here?
Absolutely.
Beardo Gets Scared. Beardo, I love Beardo Gets Scared. He is my spirit animal. Like, we kind of look alike too, actually. He's my spirit animal. The guy is an amazing debunker, amazing paranormal investigator. His views on stuff is just how he can pick apart stuff, and how he'd be like, yeah, I picked it apart, but I still believe in this. It's amazing to me. Real Evidence Paranormal, Michael is my mentor. He's the guy I got into. He's, like I said, we still talk on Facebook and stuff. Same thing. Like, I'm a skeptic, but I believe as well. Like, I'm both sides of this coin. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And it's just amazing how these people are. And like, yes, I do debunk, but like, I do take a lot of what they have as well. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but I know that, okay, I like, if you see my videos, I'm like, I'm good at knowing, okay, this is that, like, oh, they did this, or like, I can see like how the frame's a little off, or like, blah, blah. So I learned, I'm like, okay, I got an eye for it. Why not do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love doing it. That's the thing. I love doing it. But again, it all goes back to, and this is like a plea to everybody. Please, I'm not being malicious. I'm not being mean. I'm not being rude to people. I'm having a good time doing it. I'm loving what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And if these people come back at me and be like, you're this, you're that, great. I'm sorry I offended you, but listen, I didn't do it out of like hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't want people to be like, oh, he's just doing it for views and stuff like that. Well, I'm not, because, you know, I'd have a lot more views than I do.
Well, it's kind of funny. We all do it for views, whether we say we do it or not, because we're always like, well, we're not in this to get clicks and stuff. But it's sure exciting to get people that actually pay attention. You're like,
we're not playing radio. Yeah, we're not playing radio in their basement anymore. Like, we're actually showing people this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's it. Like,
I do have to ask you about one thing, though. I was watching one of your videos and realized that you don't like cats. You're freaked out by cats. So we have a cat story. So, but I want to
Oh,
know your
okay.
reason for not liking cats.
Yeah, what's up with your
I've
not
never
liking
liked
cats?
I never liked cats. I'm a dog person. I have 3 dogs. I've always had dogs since I was a kid. My grandmother used to, like, for my birthday, she gave me a cat, and I was like, no, I'm good, thanks. Like open the door, bye. You know what I mean? Like I didn't, and I'm not cruel to anybody. Like, I'm not cruel to animals. I
Yeah.
love all animals. So if a cat walked in here, I'd be like, hey, buddy, what are you doing in here? But they freak me out. I don't know what it is. They like, they're uncertain. Like they're just like, you look at them, you're like, what are you thinking? And all of a sudden, like, you pet them, they're nice, and then they scratch you. It's like, well, what was the point of that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
think one was on a car. You might have been doing an investigation or something, or I don't know, or maybe it was you were debunking one, but I think there was a cat on a car and you're like, I don't like cats. But we have
that was yes, I remember that. That was the
Yeah.
one where he opened the door or the window and the cat
Yeah.
was on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Like, what is that cat doing there with his ears down? Like, it's like,
It's weird.
I would be terrified of that. Like, you know what I mean?
So
Like,
you wouldn't like our house then. We have, and then, well, our house is kind of quirky anyway.
Okay.
You could probably come and investigate it and find 5,000 things. But we have this unusual amount of cats that like to hang out in our yard, and they literally sit at the window and look in. And some of them are like Pet Cemetery looking cats.
no.
And some of
Oh,
them are
yeah.
kind of angelic looking, but they come to our yard and we don't have cats, and they just peer in the window.
And we have dogs too, so you'd think they'd be scared, right? I mean, our
Right,
dogs
right.
run around. But yeah, and it kind of comes in waves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like hate cats, but yeah, cats are creepy. So I would have to agree
I'm
with you.
sorry,
that
but
they're
even
creepy.
if like a dog was looking through my window and opened the curtain, I'd be still afraid. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
and it
But,
would be
like,
okay if it was just like one cat, but it's like several cats
like,
that hang
yeah.
around our house, and they're just like one day they're not there, and all of a sudden they're all
Plus,
there.
we
Like,
all, and anybody knows this. We all have that story of the one cat lady. We all know that one cat lady.
Oh yes.
Like we like, they say you can't smell a photo. Well, like, you go back to that, like, you can smell something. Like, you can smell. I know that one cat lady on my block, and I was just like, woman, like, go get those cats. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh
But-
yes.
Like, I have 3 dogs. Like, I have a Frenchie and I have 2 Bernese Mountain Dogs.
wow.
And they're not the smartest dogs in the world. Let me put it that way. But I'd rather that than a cat who's like, I'm smarter than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna I don't want to have this internal battle with a cat. Like, that's just me. You know what I mean? So, but no, I don't hate cats. I think they're just creepy. I don't know. They're unsettling to me. So
Yeah, we've had 3 cats, and they refuse to stay in our house, so they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
moved out and became part of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all fixed,
And they're
stuff.
not the ones that come back and hang around.
Yeah, they don't come back.
But
They
doesn't
don't.
that
They want
sound weird
nothing.
to you though? But doesn't that sound
Yeah.
weird to you? Like, oh yeah, I got a pet. Where is it? I don't know. It's
Yeah,
4 miles
exactly.
that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it'll come back when it wants to come back, and it's like, no, that's not a pet. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just, and it's weird. They just would rather live on the street and fend for themselves when they could get free food and stuff
Yeah.
here, but they don't, you know.
Little
Yeah.
creatures.
that's like a buddy had a ferret when I was in high school. Where is it? It's hiding. Well, I've been in your house for 4 years. I've never once seen this ferret. I'm starting to think you don't have a ferret. You know what I mean? So what kind of pet is that you can't sit, like, at least with a dog, you'd sit, you could pet it, you know, you could chill with it.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's true.
especially my Frenchie. My Frenchie's my baby girl. But like, yeah, I don't get these animals that are like, oh, I bought a cat. And it's like, well, it's still technically my cat. It's like, it's not your cat anymore. It lives in that house now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
So, because we're kind of getting to the end of our hour here.
for sure.
So you live in Quebec, Canada, correct? That's what you
Yes.
said.
Yeah,
What are the most popular or most memorable or famous locations where you live that you guys like to investigate, or that's kind of on your bucket list?
There is a jail that's about 35 minutes away from here, the SD&G jail. Very, very creepy. I knew the jail since I was, a kid. I had a few people. I'm not proud. I knew a few people that were in there.
Mhm.
But it is where the location is. It's actually the old gallows. This whole downtown area is a gallows. So they built the jail there. So there's a lot of activity downtown. You know what I mean? So it's one of the places that I've always wanted to go to. But like, I don't know about you guys, but like some of the stuff, like it's like, oh yeah, pay $600 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
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 It's like,
Well, that's California. If you want to go in, it's so weird here because like we get jealous because anybody in the mid or East Coast, they have all kinds of cool places to go. And here they're just, if it's, you don't got a lot of money, they just want nothing.
unless
do
you want to
with
break in, and I'm too big to break in. I'm too big of a guy to go through a fence. I'm sorry. Like, that's not happening. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had people tell me, oh, like the Kingston jail that you went to, there's a back door that's got the gate this big. And I'm like, Like that's not going to happen. I'm still not going to be able to. So yeah, so that's one of my bucket lists too. I'm a huge. This is not anywhere near me, but I'm a huge Blair Witch fan. Blair Witch has been. I have the tattoo actually. Like Blair Witch has always been my favorite movie for some odd reason. I don't know why I connected to that movie. And I always wanted to go to the real Burkittsville, the real like Blair, like witch or whatever, like the forest.
Yeah.
That's my bucket list. Like, you know what I mean? My wife wants to go to the Winchester House. That's her.
Okay. Yep.
That's her, like, you know, Dolly World. That's
We're about 8 hours from there. About.
Oh yeah. Have you guys
it's
ever
cool.
thought of it?
We've been in there and like walked around, but we haven't done the tour or anything like that because it's just super expensive.
Let me ask you something. Like, doesn't it kind of piss you guys off that you're like, I'm going to drop $500 on this, but I'm going to have two people tell me what they're going to do in this house and like walk you around and like, no, I want to do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the jail I'm talking about, like there's so many restrictions. Like, yeah, pay $500 or $600 for 3 hours, but like you can't film here. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah, it's frustrating because you want to share history, and that's the whole point of keeping those places alive and open, not to charge people an arm and a leg, because there's your bread and butter is letting people come and tell their own version of the history and experience, you know?
That's frustrating. So that's why we decided to do more like haunted forests and stuff like that. And like some of the places I know that we can get into, you know what I mean, that are like accessible, you know what I mean? Plus we have a few people on the security, you know, team. So we know a few things, but it's I just find it ridiculous where it's like we're dropping that much money, but like there's so many restrictions. Like I wanted to be able to do this myself. Like I don't want you walking around behind me telling me everything, you know what I mean? Like information is great, but don't tell me like that you can't do that. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't do it. It's like, well, I paid you guys. Technically, I rented this out. This is mine now. So
yeah.
Well, someday come to California. We'll take you to Mount Shasta. It's got everything.
Done.
Cryptids, aliens, you name it, it's got it.
Yeah. Have you done any debunking on like Bigfoot videos and stuff like that?
You know what? I honestly thought about that. I never got into it, but I've been watching a lot of funny videos, a lot of weird videos. I'm totally down. I'm totally down to. But the thing is, I am so blind to some of these things. Like, I want somebody to pull the reins a little bit. I want somebody to really like. Here's a video. Like, you guys off air be like, here, I got to show you this video. By all means, show me. Like, you know what I mean? I want to know things. Like, you know what I mean? I want to know what it is and stuff like that. So
yeah, those communities are serious. So I don't know. They're serious about Bigfoot, and you know, we live in Bigfoot area, so. That's why we're going to this place in Willow Creek. It's where they took the first Bigfoot picture. So that's our plan to go there. So, but yeah, they're serious about Bigfoot. I don't know if I'd want to mess in that one.
Have you ever seen that video where the guy, the Bigfoot's walking like a normal person and he looks at the camera?
Yeah.
It's like the Jack Link's Bigfoot. Babe,
yeah.
Come here. My wife just got in here, actually.
Yeah.
Come say hi. Yes, come say hi.
Yeah, shout out to Drunken Cryptids. If you got any cool, you know, very obvious, you know, debunking videos or anything you want,
for sure.
Wise,
this is the wife. This is Caroline, by the way.
Hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
This is the brains. I'm the beauty, actually. This is the brains. So, yeah. Not at all. But I've always wanted to do it, but I don't know. I'm completely dumb when it comes to stuff like this. Like, you know what I mean? But I would definitely love to see videos and research it a little bit, but. And then you're going to get me down some kind of wormhole that I'm never going to get out of. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to go to this Bigfoot wormhole and 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I got to know how they're doing this. Look.
Then go watch the documentary on the Russian Yeti. I think it's on Prime or something like that, Amazon or whatever.
It's going to get your wheels turning in your brain about Bigfoot for sure.
That's Bigfoot. See, now you're landing stuff on me I don't need right now. Like, yeah. But yeah, every time I think of Bigfoot, I think of the Jack Link's Bigfoot. That's all I think of. Like, that's all I like. That's how dumb I am. So yeah. But, no.
Do you have like a plethora of videos just sitting waiting to view? Like people send you massive amounts. Do you have to search them out yourself?
I have a couple people who have been sending me stuff, and I also do polls on Facebook or on YouTube. So like, hey, what do you guys want to see? Because like I'm like, these are the 4 I want to see. So kind of pick this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is a lot. I mean, there's always going to be. Here's the thing. I watched a video the other day about someone going like, we pick the people who have 2 million views or like 2 million followers and stuff. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Like I kind of like the people who only have like 150, 100, 200 views. I kind of like those people because it's like it feels more genuine. I kind of like that. I want to kind of like, and I'm at 500 subscribers. I'm not anywhere near, like, you know what I mean? I want to grow with people too as well.
Yeah.
So I tell people, like, send me some stuff, but send me stuff that, like, it's kind of like, easy, you know what I mean? Like, we can work on stuff. Don't send me Sam and Kobe and all that stuff. I don't care about like that. And then the thing is, I love what they do, but that so many people have touched that, you know what I mean? So it's not for me, you know what I mean? But yes, I do have.
They go after that younger generation of kids.
Yeah, the twins, them. Like and again,
they got the look. They got the weird gothic look, and
I was that way when I was a kid. Like, I mean, I still have the piercings and stuff, but like, I love that stuff. But it's not for me to watch because I feel like an old man. Like, this kids are like dyeing their hair, and they're like, But no, I do have a folder on my computer of like stuff that I'm like, I got to check this out, this out, this out. And then again, like I said, with the Bigfoot thing, I'm here at 4 o'clock in the morning going, I'm never going to get some sleep because I'm going to keep watching these videos. Like, but there is people I do want to take a look at. And like I said, by any means, guys, if you want to send me stuff, even if it's like dumbest ones, like if it's a Yeti and a guy in a Yeti costume, send it my way. I would love to see stuff like that. Like, so yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, is there anything coming up that you want everyone out there to know that you got coming up?
And then how do people find you?
Yeah, and how do they find you?
Facebook, Chaos Theory Paranormal on Facebook is probably the best one. YouTube, obviously, Chaos Theory Paranormal. TikTok, same thing, Chaos Theory Paranormal. Coming up, we have Lornell Jail in Lornell, Ontario, or Quebec, technically. It's on the border. That is like the oldest standing jail in Ontario right now. Or second oldest in Ontario.
Wow.
I can't wait. We're doing that in August, I believe, or no, before that, July, I believe. I'll have the dates anyway. But yeah, my wife, like I said, she knows all that stuff. But that's my biggest one. I can't wait to do that jail. Like, I mean, we wanted to go last year and we just didn't have the funds. Again, we're dropping a lot of money on it. But the good thing about this jail is the girl was like, nope, you pay me, I leave, you guys do the thing, and I come back. And I'm like,
that's
perfect.
That's great.
Perfect. You know what I mean? I post daily. Like, I used to be like a one-time a week thing, but the ball started rolling a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now people are like, hey, check this out, check this out, check this out. So
there's an audience for it, and there's obviously an audience for it.
Right.
So.
But the thing is, I hate talking about myself. I hate it. I might come off as such a douche right now, but I don't. I hate it. I hate like saying like I have this on the rise. I have this. I like no. I'm sitting in my boxers watching Yeti videos. Like you know what I mean? Like so.
I think that's what most of us are doing in the paranormal world, watching videos. We're all doing the same thing.
My team didn't make the playoffs, so I have no point of watching hockey anymore. So like I just But no, I honestly just stay tuned to my channel because I post every day. I put like a new schedule for a new video up, and I put polls up and stuff like that, and Facebook as well. My Facebook, I'm not really, I do put a lot of stuff on Facebook, but YouTube is like where I post a lot more actually.
Well, Facebook is sketchy. They do weird stuff. So they've wiped our account before this, so we had to start over. It's scary to put all your stuff there.
YouTube can be scary too. YouTube, I mean, I've gotten a couple claims and stuff like that. So yeah, like I got a claim for using a video with somebody else's music in it, but it was that we're using the music, and I'm like, how did I get claimed for that? Yeah. So, but
I get those once in a while, but then they just don't play it in other countries. They're like, we'll play it in the United States, but not in Europe.
Isn't that funny? My wife was like, "Oh, you're banned in Turkey." I'm like, "Why? Okay, like, did I have a following in Turkey that I'm not aware of?" Like, yeah. But no, just check me out on Facebook. Check me out, all Chaos Theory Paranormal, TikTok, Instagram. I'm all over it. So I'm an oldie. I'm a fogey. I'm in my 40s now, and I'm just like, I'm really trying to make, a thing of it. But YouTube is like my thing right now. I'm trying to sink my teeth into it. So
all right.
And I love what you guys do. I mean, I've been watching your videos. Like I'm if you ever see all your views going up, it's me. No. And that's the thing. Like
I was waiting for something. I'm like, I know there's got to be someone there.
Now I'm going to send you a video of me debunking something just because you said it. But yeah,
it's probably because I put music in my background.
I'm going to say your mustache is not real. There, I said it. Happy. There, we debunked it. Done. No, I honestly, honest to God, guys. I mean, I've met a lot of people online that were like, "Do a podcast with me, do this," and I'm like, "You do it 20 minutes." You're like, "No, I wasn't feeling it." You guys are chill. I liked it. I like the vibe. I like what you guys do online, and yeah, that's honest to God. So,
all right, well, thanks.
Right on, man. That's great. I've kind of binge watched a bunch of your stuff like all at once. And
Oh, now I'm nervous now. Thanks.
no, actually, I really like it. And there's, you know,
Appreciate
some of the stuff, it's like you're obviously pointing out a lot of the same details with a lot of people, right? Because they're doing the same thing, you know, the mapping and the stuff
Right.
like that. And
I feel like a broken record too. Do you get that from me? Like, be honest. Do you get that
I don't
from
get
where
the
I'm like,
broken record, but I just feel like, you know, I'm not versed enough in the whole editing world. You know, that's her
Yeah,
realm.
yeah.
She does that. I am not a computer person.
Yeah.
You know, you're lucky you can hear me the way I have the mic set up, because that's my extent. So I
Yeah.
really, you know, I don't know what it means. So it's like when you say those things, I'm like, man, what is he talking about? But then when I start watching the videos, I'm starting to understand just by watching the video when you're pointing out, like, oh,
It's
see this
just-
frame and there and there.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
it's
getting
almost
it.
like I'm playing telephone with myself, because there is videos where I go back and I'm like, did I already say that in another video? Like, I said that in the exact same video like earlier. Or I'm playing the same dumb clip that I played in another video. Or I've seen like Michael or Beardo play the same clip I played, and I'm like, oh no. Like, did I take that? Like, subconsciously, did I take that from them or something? But yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like a broken record. Sometimes I feel like, oh God, I did this already. Like, I'm living in a deja vu every time I do a video. So
I think it's easy to get in that.
It can
you
happen.
know, like when
It's
we
easy
do
to
stuff,
happen.
we're like, God, I feel like we're doing the same thing over.
But the
and
thing
over.
is, I always tell people, challenge me. If
Yeah.
I'm doing a broken record, show me something that I'm going to be like, oh my God, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right on. Well, everybody go check him out. Watch his
Sure.
videos. He's got a lot of cool, good stuff. So, yeah, thanks for being on. We're
I
gonna
appreciate it so much, guys.
throw you backstage for a little bit and hang out. We'll talk to you when we're done with
Sounds
wrapping
good.
things up.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate
Alrighty.
it.
All right. That's
Well,
awesome.
that was great. That was a great conversation. As usual, everyone we have on has been a good conversation. I really like it. I really like the whole debunking aspect.
Yeah.
I really like it's different, right? And yes, people have done it in the past, but his videos tend to be, just for me personally, entertaining enough to where you're not just staring at there going, okay, what is he trying to point out?
Yeah.
There's the entertaining factor into it, and that's why I like it, and I enjoy watching his videos.
Yeah, and just remind everybody, don't beat up people for the platforms they choose to do, because, you know, without that, we don't learn. You know, it's going to open our eyes to some stuff and maybe teach us some stuff, and we're all here for a reason. And without debunkers, then
yeah, it's the
know?
checks and balances. We got to
Yeah.
keep our community honest with our integrity and our investigations. And there's a time and place for people who want to do the jump scares and all that stuff, but that's, I don't know.
the Chaos Theory is not just a debunking channel. They also do investigations. Go check out their investigations. They got some cool places coming up, and they've been to some cool places, and that's what it's all about: sharing our ideas, our thoughts, our criticisms, or whatever. You know, it's everything all wrapped up into one. So, yeah, go check out not only their debunking videos, but their investigations as well.
Yeah, check them out.
All right.
Hey, super fan, I mentioned you at the beginning, but don't forget, I'm going to say it again. You know, the beer was good. The bottle's on the fireplace. We'll keep it there.
Yeah, and please come watch our next podcast on Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and that's with Into the Veil. So
yeah, Into the Veil, fellow first responder type people. So
yeah.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right, toodles.
Ha ha ha!